Same bank, same branch, same glass door you've pushed open since 2009. The teller is Gloria, 20 plus years at that window, seen everything, forgets nothing. Here's what nobody tells you about banks. The building never changes. The marble stays polished. The pens stay chained. The coffee in the lobby stays terrible. What changes is you, or more precisely, a number attached to you that you can't see printed anywhere. But every employee behind that counter can. They call it a relationship. It's a ledger. And over 17 years of walking through that same door, from a $300 balance to a seven-figure retirement, you're going to feel that ledger recalculate you in real time. Same door, same Gloria, 5 completely different men, according to the machine. Let's walk through every level. Level 1. You're rebuilding. There's $300 in checking and $9,000 in the new retirement account. At this level, you are not a customer. You are a crop. The $12 monthly maintenance fee, harvested because your balance dipped under the minimum. The $35 overdraft, triggered by a $4 coffee, arriving with the tenderness of a mousetrap. You do the math one night. The bank made $310 off you this year. More than your savings account paid you in interest by a factor of 15. When you call, the hold music is long and proud of itself. At the window, Gloria is kind. Gloria is always kind. But the system behind her screen has already decided your time value. None. The cruelest part of level 1 is that the people with the least money pay the most to store it. Nobody prints that on the brochure. You pay the fees, you keep the receipts, and you make the quiet promise every level 1 customer makes. One day, this ledger flips. Level 2, a few years in. The retirement account crosses 6 figures, and something small happens that isn't small. The fees quietly disappear. No letter, no apology. The $12 charge just stops showing up, like a bully who found out your older brother came home. Then, one Tuesday, Gloria says it. "Good morning, Frank." Your name, unprompted. Somewhere in the system, a threshold tripped, and a little flag turned from gray to green. A banker named Derek now waves you into his cubicle when you deposit, offers you a financial checkup, which is a menu read aloud. Their mutual funds, fees dressed in cufflinks, products built for the bank's retirement more than yours. You say no thank you, the way the library book taught you 30 years of Tuesdays ago. Derek's smile holds. At level 2, the bank stops charging you for existing and starts auditioning to manage you. You are no longer a crop. You are a prospect. The difference is real. It's also not respect. Not yet. Respect lives higher up. Level 3. The 401k rollover lands after the old employer's plan closes out, and now the bank can see real weight. The phone calls begin. "Mister, we noticed some funds arriving. Our wealth team would love 15 minutes. Wealth team. 2 levels ago, you were on hold for 40 minutes, about a $35 fee. Now 3 people you've never met would love 15 minutes. The cashier's checks are suddenly free. The safe deposit box, discounted. There's a different phone number now, shorter hold, softer music, as if the composer got paid more. And here's the level 3 lesson nobody frames. Every service that appears was always possible. The bank could always waive the fee, always answer faster, always be gracious. It simply priced you below graciousness. Gloria, for the record, has been gracious since $300, which is how you learn the difference between an institution's kindness and a person's. One of them was never for sale. Level 4. The invitations arrive on thicker paper. Private client. A dedicated banker named Vanessa with a direct line. A lounge with real coffee. An annual portfolio review. In a room with a table made from a tree older than the branch. They offer the golf outing. The estate planning seminar with lunch. A credit card the color of a storm cloud. It's seductive, and it's arithmetic. At this level, the bank earns more from your presence in a year than it harvested from your whole level 1 decade, and it doesn't even need to trick you anymore. It just needs to keep you. You take the free coffee, you skip the golf, you let Vanessa run her review, thank her, and change nothing, because the boring index math that carried you from $300 doesn't need a marble table. The funny thing about the velvet rope, you realize, is which side the piece is on. The men rushing past you into the lounge look like level 1 felt, anxious, performing, afraid of a number. You sip the good coffee slowly. You have nowhere to be. That's the actual private banking. Level 5, retirement week. 2.1 million across the accounts, and the bank's final form reveals itself. Now they need you. Vanessa calls twice a quarter. The branch manager knows your car. There's talk of legacy solutions and family office services. Phrases that cost more the calmer they sound. And here is the inversion 17 years built. At level 1, you needed them desperately. The loan, the waived fee, the mercy, and they had none to spare. At level 5, they'd waive anything, and you need nothing. Your money lives mostly in index funds they don't hold. Your checking account is a bus stop. Money waits there briefly, then leaves for work. The power didn't transfer because you got charming. It transferred because you became optional to no one and dependent on no one. The whole ladder, all 5 levels, was never really about how banks treat you. It was a mirror with a dollar sign on it. Your last regular Tuesday before the move to paperless, you bring Gloria a coffee. A real one, from the shop across the street, not the lobby machine. She laughs. 20 years of watching that lobby, she's seen every level walk through. And you ask her, finally, if the customers seem different to her at the top. She thinks about it, hands you your receipt, and gives you the truest banking analysis you'll ever hear, free of charge. The nervous ones stay nervous, honey, just in nicer shoes. You laugh the whole way to the parking lot. 17 years, 5 levels, 1 building, and the only person in it who treated you the same at $300 and $2 million was the one the system paid the least. The bank never changed how it treats people. It just changed which person it thought you were. Gloria knew the whole time. So did you.